So whenever we're, let's say, subconsciously modeling people, we're not being authentic. Whenever we're acting in a way that, to describe it as having like, let's imagine that you have control over yourself and you are trying to put yourself on a stage and present you as a certain way. You have yourself under this management because of a means to an end. I want to appear this way because if I'm authentic, then I'm enlightened or more spiritual or more awakened. Okay, so I need to act authentic and then people will think I'm more awakened and spiritual and enlightened. It's a trap, it's a rat race. You've got to take it lightly. Really, because the only way to actually become authentic is to not really have any expectations of what authenticity looks like. Just allow everything about yourself in the moment, and that way you can. It's about as we were saying, the emotional safety of just being you, just however that is in the moment, not having any judgment of yourself or this is good or this is bad. So just let go more and more of these concepts of how you think that you should act, how you think that other people want you to act, more particularly than ever to this community, because this is a spiritual community. And there's always that pressure to get to the goal of awakened and enlightened and spiritual, and you can be the most spiritual. And you know, your ego is going to get you to do all these things and act in certain ways. So it's about letting go, more and more of that. And each time you let go, you'll become more, let's say, authentic. Even if you're not authentic, it doesn't matter. Just allow. We just got to take it lightly and laugh at ourselves and just stop trying to having it's this idea of this sense of management. It's almost like we are our own jail keepers, right? And we're slaves to ourselves. And our ego, just, which is not a bad thing, is trying its best to get us to live in a happy way in its own little confused state. But it's like, it's management. It's like, this is how we must act to get to the goal of whatever the goal would be. Let go of the management. Stop trying to control yourself and manage yourself and present yourself in a certain way. Like my friend who did the live, and then she's like, should I have done the live because maybe I did the live because it was just ego. Doesn't matter. Just express. Just allow everything about yourselves. Like the only, let's say, because now everyone's going to be questioning, am I authentic? Am I authentic? That's not coming from you. That's your mind. And remember that authenticity is going beyond mind to feel and experience and live. And that's where it's coming from. The best advice I was given is that the best way to know if I'm being authentic or I'm acting out of, let's say, ego or conditioning is, am I trying to convince someone else of something? Am I acting in this way to try to convince someone else that I am spiritual, awakened, enlightened, happy, free, lovable, worthy, whatever? Are you trying to convince? Who are you trying to convince? If you're trying to convince someone, it's probably not coming from a place of authenticity, but still that's okay. If you're not trying to convince anyone of everything or anything, you don't give an F. You actually don't give an F. You're acting in a way that your ego is saying someone who doesn't give an F would act, but you actually genuinely don't give an F. Just F it. I'm not going to manage myself like this anymore. I'm not going to try to control myself anymore. I'm just going to live and be me. Then that's authenticity. But it's just so funny because I know that the second we say this, it's like, what does authenticity look like and how should I live that life? So just take it lightly, just laugh at yourself and enjoy.